Hello, everybody. Welcome to DND404. I am Dan. I will be your humble dungeon master today, and joined with me are the other two chicken nuggets that I just ordered in the drive-thru, starting with the once DM, now player, Tony.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? My name's Tony. Player. Feels good. It's been a while. It has been a while. And I'm going to go with Wendy's. I think Wendy's has the best chicken nuggets out of all the establishments, especially out of the big three. It's got to be Wendy's. I personally like the spicy chicken nuggets that they got, but overall, I think they got the best chicken nuggets. What about you, Jared?
You know, it's crap that you said Wendy's because I just ate Wendy's spicy chicken nuggets and that was totally going to be one of my answers.
He did it on purpose.
I know, right?
No. It was a serious response. I promise.
I would say Chick-fil-A's got some really good ones.
I really didn't think someone was going to say it.
Dude, they got they've stepped up their game quite a bit. I like them. That's my good ones. What about you, Dan?
Hey everybody, I'm the DM today, and who do I say now? I guess I will be the Popeyes chicken nuggies of this podcast.
Oh.
And since I am the DM today, and this is outside of our normal schedule, I will be taking over the rundown, and we have no recap, so keep that in mind. Today, I'm going to be running down Instagram, specifically Instagram, because on Instagram, I have a little series, if you didn't know already, where I take your ideas of fun, maybe menacing mimic designs, and I take those ideas and turn them into reality with a paper and pencil. So if you go on over to there, we have a very unique series that I only do there and TikTok. And I do a little time lapse and draw your ideas. So please go suggest an idea and see what I did this Monday, if it is Monday for you while you're listening, because I release them every Monday. So that's it for the rundown. Tony, real quick, I do want to throw it back to you. It's been a while since you have done Tony Plays. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty great. Not gonna lie. I'm excited. I'm inspired. I'm playing a character that is very outside my element, and I'm excited to see how I do with that.
I'm glad you're doing good and feeling good. So, Bard, without further ado, take us into the intro. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the town of Hulbeck, where Tony gets to play in a one-shot. This is D&D 404. Welcome back to the town of Hulbeck, a nice, humble little town with cottages galore. It's pretty peaceful here, but every once in a while they do deal with, their few monsters on the outskirts of town, other humans or, bipedal creatures of all sorts trying to rob the town, do no good, that sort of thing. And to take care of these no good doers, we have a little company called the Hulbeck Humanitarians. Captain of the Hulbeck Humanitarians, Juan Shanson, has sent his two new recruits, Regna and Aelion, out on...
You're not gonna fucking slide that name, man.
Can you tell I just thought that name on the spot? No, I think that was very fluid. Anyways, we find ourselves on a dirt path leading out of the town into the woods, where Regna and Aelion are taking their first ever patrol to make sure that no monsters are threatening this lovely town. Let's start with Regna. Please describe your character as you're walking around.
Yes, Regna is a gem Dragonborn, specifically a crystal Dragonborn. He's a level 6 Paladin, Oath of Vengeance. Once corrupted by greed to have one of the largest hordes and follow the evil of the chromatic ways, he has found a peace with Bahamut, as now he's a loyal servant to him and his platinum light, and he longs to earn his respect by protecting others that he once stole from. So he had joined the Hulbeck Humanitarians as a way to shine a little bit brighter. You see that he has these brilliant crystal scales. He has this steel armor on that he's wearing that kind of matches his tone. His face looks like he kind of has like a dragon resting angry face on, but when you speak to him, he's very calming. He kind of has like a deep voice. His pauldrons are very spiky, and he carries around a halberd and a lance.
And you are walking perhaps in front of, perhaps behind your new pal, Aelion. Jared, describe your character if you could.
My character is a wood elf. He is a wizard. And he is, I'm trying to recall what it's called. Blade singing.
Ooh.
I didn't know this existed before this podcast, so it's a cool thing. It's something that I've always wanted to do with like a warlock. My character, just a normal guy. He's very new to the region. He's kind of a foreign exchange student, if you will. Just trying to learn everything in the area and just takes lots of notes. He fumbles around a little bit, and he's very curious.
Yeah, Regna is side by side with Aelion, and he, for like the last hour or so as they've been walking, Regna has nonstop been talking about Bahamut and how his shining radiance should be blessed by all, and how his devotion to his new lord has really set him straight, and how it could really improve his studies. So, Aelion, yes, this is why you should always accept payment in platinum coins, so that you may give them in a charitable case to our Lord Bahamut, so that his brilliance may extend to the darkest reaches of the world.
What is this? But you said Bahamut?
Bahamut, yes, our lord, the platinum dragon.
Wow, just amazing. Wonderful things. You're gonna have to teach me more.
Yes, as we gain more platinum coins, we may donate them to the Church of Bahamut in the nearby city.
And this, donate, you mean?
Take platinum coins and give them to the church so they may use them to progress the teachings of Bahamut.
Aelion was writing that and he just crosses that off.
So you continue on. Patrolling, it's pretty straightforward, you know. They gave you a pretty easy job for your first time out here. So everything is pretty wide open near the mountainside, as the forest is somewhat sparse in this area. But as you walk, the once easy to follow path through the forest begins to meander and fork the further in that you travel. You track the road as best you can, but after an hour or so, you begin to feel as though you are treading familiar ground. Suddenly, your concentration is shattered by an ear-piercing shriek nearby, followed by shouts and yells. Leaving the path behind, you sprint in the direction of the scream and find two sobbing figures outside a small cottage. Before you is an old woman, very, very old, wrinkled white hair, and a soft blanket covering her from the elements. And to her left is a small child, looks maybe somewhere around 9 to 11 years old, who is crying and holding on to a leather leash as teardrops wetten her tunic.
Is this right here? Is this always this always happen? They're always crying? Why is everyone always crying here?
I loved him so much. Oh, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
I quickly jaunt over and take a knee to meet them at eye level, because Regna is pretty tall. He's about 7 feet tall, this crystal dragonborn. And I take a knee and I kneel down to meet her at eye level, almost look up at her and be like, "What ails you?"
Poochykins! Yes, of course. Her dog. The family dog, really. Poochykins has escaped.
And you, Regna, not having been out of town, you do recognize Gertruda and Linda Mill. Not very well, but you've seen them walking around town picking up odds and ends, typically from the markets for groceries.
I clasp Linda Mill's hand in my palm and I put my other hand over her to try to soothe her in my light, in my radiance. As a paladin, I have like this aura around me, and I would like to use perhaps a religion check to kind of soothe her.
Yeah, sure. Give me a religion check if you like.
An 11.
You see that she's not happier, but she is calmer.
Okay. Yeah, Poochykins. He's a little black dog with orangey markings on his back and pointy ears, and I love him.
This hund is lost? Where? Where was last time you seen this?
Yes, well, we were just coming back from getting groceries, and Linda Mill wanted to walk the dog for once, and, with her parents passing recently, I thought I should give her a little more, more stuff to do, and it might make her feel better, so I let her do it, but when she tried to clasp the leash onto the dog, it ran away behind the cottage and into the trees.
At this point, Regna is like holding Linda Mill like a baby. He's like, we will find your hound and we will bring him home. Fear not, for the servant of Bahamut is on the case.
Linda Mill just has wide eyes looking at you like, why did this stranger pick me up? And then looks wide-eyed at Gertruda.
It's okay, child. They're part of the Hulbeck Humanitarians. I can see their badge. It'll be okay.
And Linda Mill turns and kind of touches your badge and goes,
Oh, yeah, okay, yep. Oh, thank you, sir. You can put me down now.
I place Linda Mill down and I put my hand on her shoulder and I say, may the shine of platinum not bless your wallet, but your heart. I will find Poochykins for you. And I continue to walk behind the cottage.
Well, let's get going, and I follow him.
As you two walk behind the cottage, you hear Linda Mill in the background softly,
Grandma, what's a platinum?
and you continue on. If everybody could give me either a nature check or a perception check, that will do.
6 on perception.
I just wanted to say, I have a +3 in perception, and I got a 5.
With my -1, I walk forward, not even looking around. I'm just walking straight. The light will guide the way to this Poochykins.
You spend an hour looking around the area directly behind the cottage, and after about an hour, you see Linda Mill comes up and she is eating a carrot. And she comes by and offers you a leash that she was holding and says,
Hi, Mr.
Regna.
Regna. You can have this in case you, find...
I immediately kneel down and put both my hands out to receive the leash. Thank you very much, Linda Mill. I will use this in aid of search.
The hound dog is named Poochykins?
Uh-huh.
What is this Poochykins? What do you mean? There's just no other name?
Sometimes I call him Poochie.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I call him Pooch.
Okay. We have Regna shout at top of lungs while we go through forest, Poochykins.
And, its paw is about the same size as my hand.
And she puts her hand up, and now you kind of get an idea of like the paw prints you're looking for. So you've wasted an hour and you're now into the afternoon, but you can now make another check as you walk through the woods with advantage as she goes back to her house.
18.
17.
Wow. Following right along.
Regna, as you go through the woods, you kneel down and you're thinking very, very hard, and eventually you notice a paw print and you're about to point it out, but as you point it out, Aelion sprints forward and points it out before you can say anything.
Look, a paw print.
A paw print.
It's this. The hound is this way.
March on! And I look down and shake my head a little bit.
You meander through the woods, and as you go, you chop through some vines and bushes that get in the way, but eventually you find your way into an opening that these paw prints lead to. In the middle of this opening is a giant cherry tree. Very flat grass, lush trees around you. The tree in front of you in the middle is probably around 45 feet tall. Pretty thick trunk, very good sturdy branches. Definitely great for kids to climb in. You can do what you like here, but you do notice that the paw prints kind of go towards the bottom of the tree and all around the tree.
It's a kishpam. It's a, how you say, cherry tree.
A moment of respite from the light to rest in the shade. But let's follow these paw prints now, shall we? And I walk forward to the tree. I would like to make an investigation check around the base of the tree.
I just want to keep following the tracks exclusively.
Yeah, you notice that they go all around the tree.
There's no place where they stop.
You can give me an investigation check as well.
Yeah.
An 11.
25.
You notice that Regna is looking at the paw prints all over the ground and checking the tree, basically everywhere but up. And when you look up, Aelion, you see this little tiny dog panting up in the tree, about 40 feet high.
Well, look at that. The hound is right above us.
Right above us, but I don't think dogs can fly. Oh!
Quick, use your loud voice. Get hound down.
Poochykins, we have come to rescue you.
And it goes back to panting.
Maybe he didn't hear? Maybe he didn't hear. Try again.
Yes, your owners have requested your attendance most haste, and we are here to retrieve you, to bring you back through this dangerous forest of nature, and to return you safely, Sir Poochykins.
You can make me a persuasion or animal handling check with disadvantage.
I'll do persuasion. I got a... That was really good. We'll see. 14.
Looks back down at you. And then goes back to panting.
Aelion, do you think I was not clear in my instruction, or?
You know what? Okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
The leash. Show leash.
The leash. Oh, of course, yes. And I hold up the leash with 2 hands as if I'm presenting it to a lord.
As you do this, you see the dog has no interest in you anymore and isn't even looking down.
Perhaps something I said.
Uncia, very disrespectful.
How high up is the dog?
40 feet.
Well, I guess we need to get up there. I'm sure we have something we can do. Can you fly?
How heavy do we think the dog is?
It looks rather small, like a small to medium-sized dog.
Like under 10 pounds?
Oh, definitely over.
Oh.
Through his holiness, I through his radiance, I can appear up there, but it seems a bit too much for the task. I search through my pack and I try to take out some food, maybe something on the sweeter side from my rations, and I try to hold it up and be like, Poochykins, Sir Poochykins, would thou like a tasty snack on this hot summer's day underneath this nice cool shade?
You look up at this panting dog, panting away in the spring heat. You go down, rummage through your pack, and as you lift it up, you realize the dog is now napping on the branch.
The sweet treat crumbles within my dragon's fists as my... I'm losing patience.
I'm good now, remember, I'm good now.
Yes, okay. In his radiance, all things are possible, yes. Okay. Poochykins, and I slap my halberd against the trunk of the tree to try to wake him up.
That does nothing at the bottom of the tree.
I think he hears you. I don't think he cares.
Okay. Clasp my hands together under clap, stretch, get nice and down and squat, stretch my limbs. I am going to attempt to dominate this tree. Watch me as I climb its birch. And I try to climb the tree.
All right, you're climbing the tree. Aelion, are you climbing as well, or are you staying down here? It's a huge trunk, so if you wanted to go together, you could on either side, but you're...
What is the difficulty of climbing this tree? Do I see a lot of footholds and like branches that I could go up?
Like I said before, very easy for even kids to climb. So if you're trying to go extra fast, then you would have to do checks, but you can just use half your movement speed to climb.
Okay, then I will go too. We're on this adventure together. We must go together.
All right, you can move yourselves to the base of the tree. So you can each move your character. Regna, you already went up 5 feet, so you can go 10 more feet.
So Poochykins is at the very top of the tree?
Pretty close. Pretty close. He's about 40 feet. 45 feet tall, this tree.
Oh, my Lanta.
And then Aelion, you also make it 15 feet up.
Whoop.
And as you do this, Poochykins does wake up and he kind of looks down at you and then goes back to napping.
Fear not, Poochykins. Your slumber shall not be disturbed as I gingerly carry you down this tree.
You go up more and you can make if everybody could please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Is Aelion within 10 feet of me?
Yes, definitely.
You get +3 to your saving throws as you bathe in my light.
I got a 25 then. Oh, this
11.
aura that you have. I feel so agile. Oh, and then I hear a branch snap.
You hear a branch snap, and Aelion, as you look over, you notice something on the branch. It is a giant wasp nest.
What?
Ah, yes. Be drizzled in my radiance and let my light blossom with
Swarm of wasps and a wasp's queen
Uh-oh.
come out of the nest and start attacking you. Everybody, please roll for initiative.
What's the bad stuff that happens to me failing that check?
The bad stuff is that they're about to get a surprise round on you.
Oh, all right, initiative.
Aelion does not get hit by the surprise round because he succeeded.
17.
And he is basking in the aura of knowing that that's a thing. Initiative 9 is what it says.
As it goes to the Wasp Queen is going to attempt to hurt the thing that dropped its nest, so it's going to attack you. Regna. I cannot believe my first roll is an at 20 of my
And
DMing career.
I can't believe it either.
Oh my god, it's a huge wasp swarm.
It's a Wespa.
Are they considered one creature? All the wasps?
Yes.
Okay.
There are many creatures in one area.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you are going to take 12 points of damage from the Wasp Queen, and please make me a DC 10 Constitution saving throw, or you will take, 64 points of poison damage and be poisoned. Just don't fail.
12 points of, well, I cannot be diseased.
Well, it's not a disease.
It is 8 plus 3.
Tony, how many?
12.
Thank goodness. I was going to say, I'm going to need you to do better than this, Tony, on the nat 20.
On 11. Would you believe I plus 6 to that?
Just for fun, let's see what you would have gotten. Okay, it only would have been 16 points of damage. Nice. Surprise round over. We're going to go to the top of the round after the surprise attack. You see that Poochykins perks up, wakes up, looks down at each of you engaged with the swarm and goes, nuh-uh. And you see, poof, poof, it disappears.
What is this magics?
Reappears on the ground and starts running away.
As I see him, I'd start saying in German to get off this. Streik on Wiesen! And as I say that, he hits the ground, starts running. I'm like, oh.
Oh.
He may know German.
He may know German.
No, I'm just kidding. He may know my common tongue. There you go.
Regna, save yourself and your friend from this arborer peril. Is that a word? Maybe.
You see me like as I grip the tree, like it's cracking. I'm just getting fed up. Blink dogs. I look at the wasp queen, I look at the wasp swarm. The wasp swarm is only about 5 feet away from me, right? 10 feet away.
So basically after the nest hit the ground, they use the dash action to get up to you.
As an attack action, so I make 2 attacks a turn, I can replace one of my attacks with my breath weapon, and I will use my breath weapon, which is a 15-foot cone. You must make a dexterity saving throw with DC 13.
Gotcha. Who are you targeting?
The wasp swarm.
The swarm, very nice. I think that's a good call. They're going to make a dexterity saving throw. They're going to get a 19.
So they're going to take half, which is going to be... Oh, nice. They're going to take half of 15.
You see as that breath weapon goes through, many of them, just from pure air pressure, get blown out of the way, but you do take out at least 10 of them.
It's radiant damage, so you see like the shining. You see Regna on the tree. He's like, oh, the dog could blink the whole time. He could teleport. He was able to go, ah! And then, like my mouth opens up, and this brilliant light of energy sprays at the swarm. And I look at the wasp queen. I'm gonna make a melee attack with my second attack, and I'm just gonna punch it because I have 2 two-handed weapons. So I can't take one out. So I'm just gonna punch the wasp queen.
That's hilarious. Yeah, roll a hit.
An unarmed strike. That's a 24 to hit.
Oh, yes.
And it's going to deal 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Woo! As I punch the wasp queen in the face while holding on. And then
its antenna is now messed up and it looks angry.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of my turn. If I slide down, I'm gonna hit Aelion.
Yeah. So the Wasp Queen is going to fight back because it's upset at you for doing that. And you see that it's going to attempt to hit with a 17.
That is going to hit.
Oh, it will hit.
Yeah.
What is your AC?
16.
Okay, so no glancing
I
blow.
do not have a shield.
For those of you that do not know, when I DM, I use the glancing rule. So if it hits directly on your AC, whether it's towards a monster or towards yourself as a character, you take resistance to that damage, essentially. But it's not glancing, so it is just going to hit you for...
That's something a kind DM would do, you know?
6 points
Appreciate that.
of piercing damage. And make me another DC 10 Constitution saving throw, if you would.
It's gonna be an 18.
Nice. Very, very nice. And I forgot to do it last time, but I will not forget this time. You take actually half of the poison damage, but you're not poisoned, as you take 8 points of poison damage.
That's halved?
Yes. So 4. Yeah, 4 total. And you saved last time, but I forgot to calculate that, so you get some free damage back.
I hate bees.
The swarm looks at you, and in unison they all go, "We're wasps, we're wasps." And they attack. Aelion, you are going to take some damage, hopefully, as they attack.
Whoa. Hopefully? Hold on. Come on.
As they try to hit with an 18.
That hits.
That hits. Sorry, 17.
It does.
Still hits. Okay. So you notice with less of them around, it looks like they're unable to produce as much damage, thanks to your buddy Regna, as you are going to take 7 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
And it's going to go to your turn as well.
Okay, so I'm not used to playing a melee class, so pardon me. I can just use my, rapier to attack things, correct?
If it's one hand, you're able to use that, correct?
It is. So I have Booming Blade, and then I have Green Flame Blade.
So Green Flame Blade is the thing Tony used on you twice by accident during our one-shot last time.
Yes.
You essentially use Green Flame Blade to make an attack.
Mm-hmm.
So it counts as an action when you make it.
Yes. And then Booming Blade is similar?
Similar. You're using the magic on your weapon. So you're brandishing a rapier and imbuing this thunderous energy into your weapon as you attack.
So you would do both of them?
Because it suffers the normal attack and your booming blade when you use that as an action.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't messing it up.
Yeah, you are absolutely correct.
Cool. We are going to then do just that.
Are you attacking the swarm or the queen?
I feel like I should do the swarm.
If you like.
I mean, really, I would like to let go and just light this tree on fire.
I don't think we should disrupt nature. However, I don't hate that idea.
All right, roll a hit.
It's the first time I did this, so let's see how this works. Well, doesn't matter because I got an 8.
Yeah, an 8 is going to miss.
Okay.
Are there any bonus actions you'd like to do on your turn?
Yeah, where is that? Blade Song, 3 times per long rest, lasts a minute. You gain, yes, I would like that.
What does your blade song sound like?
It has a sound?
Look, I think. I've never played blade song.
Actually, here, I got an idea. Real quick, there's that AI that makes songs. It's like a symphony. It's an epic orchestra. It's
Just seems a bit overdone for a bunch of bees.
Yeah, you see him miss. You see him miss this thunderous attack against these wasps, and then immediately wisps his rapier around himself, creating this magical, elegant
so
blade song. And then it goes to Poochie's turn, as he now has all these buffs.
Final boss music, right before you're about to fight him, type music. It's just too much.
You see now, as you are engulfed in this wonderful, epic music and magic, that Poochykins makes it farther into the woods and is no longer seen.
As it goes to my turn, I'm now swarmed, and these bees are getting under my armor. I need to do something. I'm taking
Wasps.
They're wasps.
We're wasps. Wasps.
you vermin, and I yell at them, and I'm going to use my breath again out of rage to attack. They're going to make a saving throw with DC 14.
Yes, so you see that they try and dodge out, but they get a natural one and are going to take that full damage.
16 radiant damage.
That is really good for you guys. And you see the numbers are really thinned here. You make this a bit wider of a blast kind of calculating the paths they made last time, and they are down to maybe like 5 wasps in this swarm.
Then for my second attack, I'm going to reach for a javelin, and I'm just going to try to stab the queen with my javelin.
Of course, roll to hit.
That's a nat 20! 26.
It's the music. I know it's pumping you up. I feel it too.
8 points of piercing damage.
So I have this rule in my home games that I run. It's down to 1 HP, but roll me a d20, Tony, and if you roll above a 10, it's flat out dead.
3.
It's barely alive as you stab it, like through the chest, abdomen, through the wing, and it is barely flying, bleeding profusely. As it goes to its turn, it is going to try and attack you. It's going to probably hit with a 21.
Yeah, it hits.
As you are going to take 7 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Roll me that DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Easy. 17.
17 will pass as you take half of 8, which is 4 points of poison damage.
There are a lot of bee stings coming out of my scales. This is stabbing me with this fucking stinging me.
Aelion, the wasps, the 5 wasps, swarm around your head. Now they're kind of just like a nuisance, like a mosquito that you can't quite find at night. They try and attack you, and because they're dwindled in numbers, they're a lot more timid in their attacks, and they completely miss you as you're just kind of swatting them away. What are you doing on your turn?
I'm dancing with the music, my theme song, and swiping with the beat.
You're baby drivering this.
Yeah. I take another attack at him and got a 16.
Oh, that definitely hits.
All right. Hold on. It rolled a 1 dice. I think but it only did the 1. Hang on.
Well, regardless of what happens, you tell me how you kill these last 5 wasps.
In a symphony that's still going on, slashing and slashing, and then all of a sudden, lightning strikes, and the swarm falls in burning embers to the base of the tree.
And on those last 5 notes of the chorus, they all fall. And it goes back up to Poochykins, who's running away, and Regna, who seems pretty irritated by these bees.
Yeah, I'm just going to attack the wasp queen, unarmed strike.
This is my favorite way you could have killed this.
Yeah, that's a 24. I just grab it from the left side, I smash it into the tree.
Like the Hulk to Loki. And you are out of combat.
I wipe the wasp goo across my breastplate as I gingerly slide down the tree.
You slide down and then hit Aelion for a second, and then Aelion continues down, and you both make it to the bottom of this tree. What do you want to do now?
I'm still jamming out and conducting an orchestra and pointing the way we need to go and marching in that direction.
Question for Mr. DM. Were we outfitted with any extra items or gear?
No, nothing but your starting gear and all the spells and features you would have chosen. Mm-hmm. You can each take 1 potion of healing if you'd like.
Yay.
We'll say you had a potion of healing each. And then obviously if you want to take short rests, you can do that.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a potion of healing. I'm going to use that.
And if you're using it as an action, you just get the full amount in my games.
Nice. So I'm just going to heal myself for 10 because we're out of combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, I'm back up at 29.
Aelion, what are you doing? Doing any healing? Do you guys want to take a short rest, or are you continuing right on?
We must find Dahun.
Yes, we must push forward. Time for rest is later. Time for blinking dogs is now. When I slowly walk forward towards the direction where Poochykins was heading.
So it is pretty easy to tell now that you've seen Poochykins and you followed the tracks before. You can make any nature or investigation check with advantage as you follow these tracks. See if you lose any hours as you go.
I rolled 2 16s.
I rolled a 23 and a 24.
Regna, you kneel down very carefully, looking at the first paw print in the ground.
With his light, I will follow the nature.
Oh, Regna, it's actually right over here. Look, come over this way.
Oh, okay.
This way, my fellow friend.
Perhaps my guidance doesn't come in the shape of paw prints, but a companion. And I follow Aelion.
As you hear that chorus again in your head.
Boo, boo, boop. By the way, DND404.com's got a lot of great merch. You guys should go and check it out. We got 4 new shirts. Count it. How many?
4? 5?
4 new shirts. There it is.
Oh, my lord.
We got 404 forklift. We got an Armos Vannon t-shirt. We got a Reginald t-shirt. And then we got a fun little t-shirt with Reginald in a pocket. Go check it out. DND404.com. Woo!
You work your way through the woods. You move on pretty quickly, so you don't feel like it's getting that much later at all. You spent maybe 10 minutes here dealing with these damn wasps, and now this newfound hound, as you like to call it. It starts to get a little rockier as you go, and eventually you do find your way to the mountainside. And there is some tracks and broken twigs that lead into a cave. And you hear growling and barking from inside the cave echoing out.
I take out my halberd and I'm going to cast a cantrip. I'm going to cast light on it. So my halberd shines in this brilliant light and it shines 10 feet forward. It shines at a 20-foot radius, excuse me. Yeah, it's at the end of my halberd, and I reach my halberd in. It has a reach of 10 feet, and to examine the cave. Poochykins, follow the light. Do not growl into the darkness. Do not falter into its shade.
So when you go into the cave, you walk right into the cave, and it's a pretty shallow cave. And as soon as you go in, you lift up your halberd and shine light on the... Oh, it's already actually shining from the opening. It's a pretty small cave, so... It's actually already pretty well lit. But anyways, you walk into this well-lit cave and you see 3 direwolves surrounding Poochykins.
Oh, no.
Poochykins is whimpering. The wolves are encroaching. Everybody roll for initiative.
Poochykins.
The hunger of wolves feast upon our rescuee.
Poochykins.
17.
Oh, wow, Poochykins. Nat 20, baby. Woo. At the start of the round, you see that Poochykins whimpers by the wolves and is first going to try and back up towards the cave and realize that there's nowhere to run, turn around and whimper some more. It's going to take a dodge action as it moves to Regna.
Hold fast, Poochykins, for I will assist you. And I'm going to yell out to Poochykins, and I look to Aelion and I put my hand on his shoulder to lock eyes with him. We go, within his radiance, we shall be brave and complete this mission despite the annoyance. And I cast heroism on Aelion. Yeah, you gain 3 temporary hit points. You cannot be frightened. As I cast a level 1 spell, then I'm going to move 30 feet forward and attempt to bang my halberd to get the attention of the direwolves.
Love that. Let's, as you do that, you can give me a persuasion check, I suppose, to try and persuade these direwolves to get off of Poochykins.
18. Foul beasts of the hunt. Psh, psh. Your next meal does not lie here.
You see that direwolf 1 looks at the other direwolves and kind of gives a head nod and moves forward towards Poochykins. And the other 2 were persuaded and come to fight you.
Ooh.
Or they will be on their next turn.
Oh, okay.
Direwolf 1 is going to make an attack with disadvantage against Poochykins.
Poochykins.
And completely misses as Poochykins ducks under its claw. It is now going to go to Aelion.
I'm going to use a Chardolin Stride.
Oh, what's that do?
I get to move an extra 20 feet, and then if I end next to a creature, they take some damage.
And if you pass by a creature.
Yes, that too. But that should get me right in between the 2 wolves. Boom! 1d6 to each.
Does that include me? Did you have to run past me?
I was just about to say.
Ooh.
So, in order to get to that position, you definitely can, but not without hurting Regna for that same amount of damage.
I mean, it wouldn't be a Tony Plays unless I blasted him. I mean, I really gotta, initiate him into the podcast. For the greater good! Regna!
Yeah.
Jump!
I'll tell you what, Tony, if you hit a nat 20 right now, we'll see you jump over him.
Nat 20 what? Athletics?
Just roll D20.
Okay.
Luck check.
All right, just roll a
reaction
D20.
roll.
That's a 7. It's a hard,
No, so you're going to
crisp
take
7.
that damage. Hard, crisp 7. As you take what? Fire damage.
Come hither, wolves, and meet your fate by my steel. Ah, the heat of chromatics! How much damage is that?
3. So that was my bonus action.
Yes.
I can use that as a bonus action. And then I'm going to attack with my rapier. I do get 2 attacks. So, but yeah. Oh, I gotta roll damage. Or I gotta roll the hit first. What am I doing? So I got a 9 for my first one.
That's gonna miss.
I got a 14 for my second one.
Glancing blow. You just managed to hit this wolf to your right for 4 points of damage. 2 because it was a glancing blow. And you see that that wolf is going to immediately attack you. It does not get hack tactics, but it will most likely hit you with a 23.
Oh, hang on. Let me do some math. Yes.
And you are going to take 5 points of piercing damage. And please make me a DC 13 strength saving throw.
14.
Ooh, close one. It feels like with this bite, it's trying to push you down, but you pull away just in time as this other direwolf moves around your space to be side by side with the direwolf so that they can attack
I wonder
you
why.
together. Pack tactics, haha! But you see, even with pack tactics, this thing rolls a 15 to try and bite you and slips on a rock as it goes to try and hit you.
Get past you, Hoon. Poochykins, I'm coming.
Poochykins looks over at you and whines and barks. Looks around, feels like this is a dire situation, and poof, disappears.
What? I do not like this Hoon.
And it's going to go to Regna.
Well, these wolves are barking up the wrong tree. And I go to advance and to help my friend Aelion. I'm going to go ahead and get just 10 feet away. Oh, no, actually, no, I'll just get up to its face. On Direwolf 3, I'm going to make 2 melee attacks against it. The first attack is going to be a dirty 20. Just a dirty little 20. The second attack is going to be a 14.
One is going to hit. The next is a glancing blow.
Okay.
So tell me what the first hit's for.
That's going to be 6 points of damage. Second attack is going to be 9 points of damage.
Ooh, that's a good one to get halved.
My feat is Polearm Master. I get to make an additional attack with the brunt side of my halberd.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, so that's going to be a 13. That's going to miss.
Misses. Oh, yeah. It snaps away and kind of moves its head out of your way just at the last second there.
I flourish as the wolf snarls, and I give a dragon snarl back. Like, rah.
It goes to Direwolf 1, who looks around, and this Direwolf is going to start searching. It's going to use its action to search. So Poochykins. It feels like it has the scent, and you see it start moving around both of you. It is going to go to Aelion's turn.
We're going to cast my blade song again. Cue the music.
Ah, the echo! It's deafening!
The reverb in this cave.
I will then attack the direwolf with the booming blade. So it's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
The rapier damage was 4, and then the booming blade damage was 14.
Yes.
18 damage total. To direwolf 2.
So you feel the presence of this booming blade inspire you as you infuse your rapier with thunder damage. You strike through the heart of this direwolf, and then this thunderous explosion happens and turns this wolf into mincemeat. Gone.
Woo! We're having fun. This is fun.
You see that it is the direwolf in between both of you's turn. It is going to howl, and you feel this echoey, sad howl through the cave, and then it is going to attack Regna. It no longer has pack tactics. But a nat 20 will hit. Sorry. That is going to... Ooh, that's a really good nat 20 roll for you, though, as it gets a 1 and a 5 for 9 points total of piercing damage as it bites your leg.
Ah, the chromatic queen has it out for me today.
Dan, are you using your pumpkin dice on this one?
I'm not. Should I switch?
No.
No. Just curious. Seem a little heavy on the 20 side, you know what I mean? Or the 1 side.
On the one side.
Because it's facing down in the 20 side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it is going to go to Poochykins' turn. Poochykins realizes that it has been found, and you hear another poof, poof in the distance as it moves somewhere else. The direwolf 1 is mad as it goes to Regna's turn.
I stared down the Direwolf 3 that let out a soft, sad howl, and I go, "It's time for you to meet your pact in Avernus!" And I go to attack it 3 times. That's a 23 to hit.
Yes, sir.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yes, sir.
And for my bonus action attack, that is a 17 to hit.
Yes, sir.
12 points of damage on the first attack, 7 points of damage on the second attack, and the third attack is going to be...
Save that third attack, as you could run over to a Direwolf 1 if you like. This one, poof, poof, chop, chop, dead.
Enjoy the flames of Avernus. And I run over to Direwolf 1, and I'm going to deal 7 points of damage with my bonus attack, but as I hit him with the blunt side of my hammer.
You see that this wolf turns to you and is no longer caring for Poochykins in any way. It is upset that it is hit, so it is going to turn to you. But before that, you hear after, right as Direwolf 3 begins to howl and you strike it down, you hear a deeper howl from inside the caves. There are 2 dens. Out of the bigger den comes a giant adult Direwolf, the leader of the pack. Now that its children are being struck down, it has decided to show itself and is now part of the initiative. It's double the size, glowing red eyes, and a huge scar across its left eye. So the leader is just gonna go on over to Aelion here and start attacking. It does not benefit from pack tactics, but it sure is going to multi-attack. It's going to try and bite first. It's a 17 to hit.
That does not.
Does not hit with your blade song, confusing it. And it may hit for a 21. I don't know what your AC is now, though.
Okay. Wow. Yes.
So you see that it tries to bite you, and when it misses, it gets angry and slashes at you with its claw as you take...
multi-attack.
8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Across the chest. The direwolf, the adolescent direwolf in front of you, Regna, is going to attempt to hit you. Let's roll the pumpkin die since you guys brought it up.
No.
Wait. The direwolf near you rolled a 20, also a 21 to hit.
Damn, that hits.
And you are going to take 5 points of piercing damage, and please roll me a strength saving throw.
Oh, easy.
Easy. That's right up your alley. Still getting that one.
16.
You stay up, not knocked prone, as this wolf tried to push you down into a more favorable position, but it was unsuccessful as it moves back to Aelion's turn.
I need one more clarification. So if I use a cantrip, I get to attack twice, and it says you can cast one of the cantrips in place of that attack.
Oh, because you are a blade song wizard, that means you can, after you use the attack action, you have to use the attack action first. You can choose for your second attack to be a cantrip instead.
Yes.
Yes, that's a cool ability. It's really cool. So it's going to take some of your fire as long as you move a little bit.
Oh, if I move even just a smidge, it would take damage,
Exactly.
huh?
Yeah.
I see you. Okay, so it's a 1d6. Let's roll that real quick. So I take a step to the right, and it takes 2 fire damage.
You singe its paw, and it licks it.
Yeah, that's right. And then I will then take my first attack, which will be just my rapier, and it's an 8.
Misses.
And then I'll take my next one, which is Booming Blade, which will be 13, but then it doesn't get anything else, does it?
No. Oh, that's rough.
It's okay.
You dance around this beast as you singe it and show it what you could have done to it. Poochykins is still doing his thing. Regna, what are you doing?
Looking pretty beat up, and I want to see how beat up is the direwolf in front of me, the little one.
The adolescent direwolf in front of you looks a little hurt.
Okay, I'm going to use my action to use lay on hands, and I'm going to heal myself for the full 30.
All right.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to use the blunt side of my rapier to just try to get some damage on him.
You cannot, because you did not use your attack action.
Oh, I misread that then. In that case, I will use my bonus action to curse him out in dog language. No, I'm going to just go ahead and use lay on hands, and I'm going to brace myself as I stare at the wolf. Do not do this. And I thought you were the alpha at first. I apologize.
It's going to go to the leader, who is going to try and bite again. Aelion, but completely misses its bite as it steps in the wrong spot because of its singed paw. And then it gets mad again and tries to attack you with its claw. And with an 18 to hit,
It's on the dot. So that's
so you're going to
glancing.
take half of this, correct?
Woo!
As it attempts to hit you with
We're just dancing around.
more damage. Yeah, lots of dancing here. As you take 4 points of damage. It was 8 half.
I was going to take 4 half, but okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine, I guess.
The dire wolf, the adolescent one in front of you, Regna, nods in appreciation and then attacks you. But because it's blushing, completely misses. Aelion, take it away.
Going to do my sidestep again and try to burn that same paw. Yeah, 4 damage. Fire damage.
Oh, you singe its other paw, but even more fire.
Okay, now it is back on its hind legs, looking like it wants a treat. Right where I want him. And roll a 20 to hit. Dirty 20.
That definitely hits.
All right, this is just a regular attack, which is 9 damage, piercing.
Okay, now you're dancing. Now you're dancing.
Woo! Okay, and then we'll do Booming Blade for my second attack. A nat 20, 26 to hit.
Oh no! You're about to ruin my leader.
That's right. I'm in the groove now.
Woo!
In the groove. And then 2d8.
So 4d8.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so that's 24. And then... So it is 37 damage if it's everything.
So you only
was
get that
doubled.
once. You only get the +3 once. So that's 10 total from your rapier.
Gotcha. Okay.
34 total. Holy crap.
Woo!
Damn.
Dancing right when I got him on the hind legs. Sa 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 sa. And then you hear lightning crackle in the background.
You tell me what happens next as this leader
Right on the
falls.
beat as he falls, and as it was like a thrust, and as I thrust, he falls to his back with me landing right on top of him, and then giving him one more slice across the stomach. And then I put my sword down like I triumphantly just came here for what I was paid for. Yeah.
Regna, it's back to you. The wolf in front of you looks very scared.
I look at the dead leader and I look back at the now scared direwolf. I would like to use an action to maybe use an animal handling to try to persuade the creature to stand down.
You can persuade with disadvantage, or you could intimidate with advantage now that its leader is gone.
Ooh, I'm going to intimidate then. And I'm going to look at it and grip my halberd and say, "The rage bounded within this armor is only contained by my faith in you. Do not let it waver."
Yeah, so it rolled a charisma check.
That's 25.
Yeah, this thing completely fails as it whimpers and runs out of the cave.
I look at Aelion. Perhaps I was too harsh.
Perhaps. And from the rocks, you see Poochykins step out.
All right.
Poofs next to Aelion.
Before Poochykins came up, I need to turn off my stride so that he doesn't take any damage.
Yeah.
We don't want any hot dogs.
Right.
It was hanging outside of your flames for a second, and then once you put it down, it kind of comes over because it sees you have a leash.
You need to give this one that talk so he don't run away so much.
It licks you now.
Oh.
It likes you now that you defeated the wolves. You can see that pretty clear.
I put immediately with certainness, very assertive. I go to put the not scare it off, but go to pet it, but also at the same time grab its collar and put its chain on.
It accepts.
Oh, the leash.
Or its leash. Yeah.
Yeah. You leash Poochykins, and it sits calmly now that it understands that you are a friend and saved it from wolves. Is there anything you would like to do in this cave, both of you?
I'd like to investigate the direwolf leader.
Yeah, you can investigate the leader, the cave, and a whole. I'll say as you're investigating the leader, you're looking through the cave, the den as well.
Ooh, that is a very symmetrical. Oh, that's a 5.
25?
Regna, you are looking at the wolf kneeling down, very poised. You look at the wolf and you see that there is some meat in its teeth. Then you look around and you see that the sun shining through, casting on the rocks, means that maybe this could very well be a tomb that this was guarding. something secret, something very, very, and then Aelion pipes up, is like, hey,
Hey,
and
what is that over there?
you realize that this was just a badger cave that these wolves took over, and you see some badger skeletons on the inside.
Perhaps a tomb of great evil. The meat within its maw suggests that unsuspecting victims, tomb raiders, have tried to plunder this Oh,
No, it's just a normal cave.
of course.
When you look back, you see that one of the rock just crumbles.
Oh man, you people over here are just so funny. So funny as me and Poochykins start walking out of the cave together.
Of course. Well, while the cave orifice still shines its beautiful light, let us make way. Perhaps you can get back before nighttime.
It looks like time of day wise, it's probably like 2 in the afternoon. You guys made good pace, not taking short rests or anything. So now might even be a good time to short rest as you make it back to the clearing. But it's up to you guys what you want to do before heading back.
Well, I think it's a good time to take a rest. I mean, now that you mentioned it, I'll go outside. Man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not tired, but if you're tired, we take rest. It's okay. So short rest means we get to heal, or
Yeah, if you're taking a short rest, you're going to chill here for about an hour with Poochykins, kind of maybe trying to warm up to Poochykins. And
I don't get spells back. I'm not warlock. I don't get my skills back. Ugh.
Yeah, fortunately, I don't get anything back either except health. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use 3 of my die for a short rest.
each of you make me an animal handling check real quick, just to see which one of you Poochykins likes more.
It ain't me. I got a 2.
Oh, 16.
Yeah, as you play, there's something about the tone of your voice and how low it is that Poochykins just kind of likes the authority of it.
You're not so bad when you're not teleporting away. Yes. Yes, I am quite radiant, and you are quite playful. Yes, you are cute. Yes. Oh, yappy.
And it likes you well enough, though, Aelion. But it just seems to be spending a little more time with Regna.
Oh, don't hurt my feelings. I'm one with nature. Oh, dude, I have arcane recovery. Once per day, you finish a short rest, you can expand spell slots to recover up to a combined level of 3.
Oh, yes, you do get your spell back because of your arcane recovery, because you short rested.
Hell yeah. Done.
That was actually the reason I was trying to
Woo.
hint at you short resting. All right. Are you heading back to the cottage?
Yes. Aelion, when you summon the flames of the 9 hells between the soles of your feet, do you mind not burning me with the flames of Avernus? I'd really appreciate that moving forward.
Yes. You were in my way, actually, okay?
Well, you see, I lead the charge, and then you come in and you slice and dice and perhaps cook them, although I think you should avoid fire spells because, well, it's not quite... Fire tends to be more on the darker side of the world, the darker magics.
Dark.
Perhaps there's some...
Fire equal dark.
It's the belief of the chromatics and unsavory beings to use to wield fire from the weave.
Is this where the platinum come in?
Yes, so if you bathe in the radiance of the platinum, you can devote yourself to a higher cause and not only slay enemies, but smite them in his glory.
This mean you can pay platinum so you don't burn?
Well, the platinum we collect, we offer to our god Bahamut and its local churches so they may pursue the mission to spread the word of Bahamut. But the deity himself is a platinum dragon. He is the father of dragons.
I'm from out of town. So what does this do with money? Why money?
Well, he is platinum, and the coin of platinum
Is he broke?
No, he is not broke.
Oh.
Neither are the churches, but, missions and goals and construction and food costs money, and we donate our platinum to the churches to further push our goals.
Oh. So not broke, is he not powerful?
Oh, he is all powerful.
But wants money.
Well, you see, the churches who worship him need the coin.
Oh, okay. So not for him. Okay.
We don't need much coin to survive. We use some gold and silver and copper for...
As you talk and walk through the woods and back to the cottage, you hear a scream break the conversation. As you hear Linda Mill screaming in the distance, even Gertruda as well, yelling something, and you hear growls
Was ist that?
My favorite topic must halt, for there is somebody in danger.
Poochykins runs with you as fast as possible, and when you make your way back to the cottage, you find yourself in front of the cottage with the door open and a very upsetting scene. As you look into the cottage, you see another direwolf, very similar to the one you just fought, making its way toward Lindamill, up on a table. And Gertrude yelling, "No, please, do not, no, not my Lindamill!" And you see Poochykins looks forward and starts growling.
Another leader? What is this? This is blasphemous. Stand down, wolf! And I bang my halberd.
Yes, so are you going into the cottage?
Oh
yeah.
You can take an action if you'd like before you go in. I always give a free action before entering, but if you would like to just get to it, you can get to it.
I would like to intimidate the wolf to lure him out. Actually, I would like to cast a spell.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm going to use the spell Compelled Duel. You attempt to compel a creature into a duel. One creature that you can see within range makes a wisdom saving throw of DC 14. On a fail, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine demand. For the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than me, and must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move into a space that is more than 30 feet away from me. If it succeeds the saving throw, the spell doesn't restrict the target's movement for that turn.
Okay. What are you doing, Aelion? I'll get to that in a second.
I was about ready to run at it and show it some dance moves, but I will cast a spell on myself. I'm going to cast Hasten.
Oh, haste.
Oh.
Until the target's speed is doubled and you gain +2 bonus to AC. It has advantage on dexterity saving throws and gains an additional action on each turn.
You cast a spell and you feel quicker on the feet. Poochykins is going to start running towards the house. Oh yeah, Regna, you cast this spell and you don't know exactly why, but it automatically fails.
Dark magic's about.
And now everybody can please roll initiative.
6.
Oh no.
Biscuits.
Oh my god, Poochykins getting another freaking nat 20.
And I got a 23 for initiative. I got a nat 20 as well.
You go ahead of Poochykins.
Woo!
That's lovely. So it's going to start with Aelion.
Okay.
The map right now is not accurate. You are about 60 feet from the inside of the house. From where the wolf is inside the house. You can get inside with your movement.
So for my other action, I'm going to use my blade. Cue the music.
Oh, yes. Okay, bonus action blade song.
Yep. Yeah.
Epic music begins to play as you rush into this cottage.
Yes. I'm going to use, it's called Steel Wind Strike. So then I choose up to 5 creatures I can see within range. You make melee spell attack on each target. On hit, a target takes 6d10 force damage, which is crazy.
So you are attacking this wolf.
Please hit.
Roll to hit.
It's a 13. No.
Oh, goodness. That will. You run too fast and you're not used to this, so you trip as you get inside.
I saw
the record scratches for a second on your song.
I remember how easy it was, and I was just caught up in the moment in the music, and all of a sudden I lost my footing and end up going plowing because I was running so fast into the wall right next to him.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sad.
That was gonna be cool.
Other than that, amazing turn. Poochykins on your heels makes it into the house. Regna, it is your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and make a dash action to get inside the house, but like, oh, not the sanctuary. Okay. Stand down, wolf. Your bout is with us, the slayer of your children. And I slam my halberd. And my turn.
You see the wolf moves forward towards Lindamill. Lindamill used a dodge action. Gertruda is also using a dodge action and just screaming, "No, not my little one." The wolf goes to hit, and you see a gash go across Lindamill's shoulder. as it strikes into Lindamill and goes back up to Aelion's turn.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gatos. Okay.
Poochykins is growling even harder, but everybody make me a perception check.
6.
Nat 20.
Oh, wow. That beats my nat 20. That was really good. Actually, it doesn't technically beat it, but it gives you enough information. So when you get inside, you see Poochykins is growling, but he's not growling at the wolf. He's growling towards the corner of the room.
What corner of the room?
You notice that it is this corner of the room, but you cannot relay that yet because it is Aelion's turn. Aelion, take your turn.
I am going to hit it with my rapier. And I had a 15.
That'll hit.
All right. The first set of damage is 5.
5 points of damage as you strike through this wolf and you feel it goes through like air. The house changes.
No.
And the vision drops. The illusion drops. In front of you, where a nice fireplace used to be, is now a cauldron of bubbling red liquid. On the walls where vegetables and nice spices used to fill the room, you now see dead, rotting pieces of meat, skeletons, bones, all kinds of crazy herbs. And Gertruda and Lindamill are in front of you in their true hag forms.
I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid. I have channel divinities that literally let me see through all of this. How can I be so foolish?
I thought you were going to.
I'm a dungeon master. What the fuck?
I could not believe how this was going down. I thought Jared was going to figure it. We'll talk about it later. But in front of you, cackling, is Gertruda and Lindamill. You have brought back our meal and even more meat on your bones. As you can take your next attack action, Aelion, as you realize what is in front of you. I forgot to update this. I'll send it to you in Discord, but you see a rune is marked on the door.
Here, you ready? I'm going to do you one better.
Oh!
Boom.
Thank you. It is now
It's
your
the sign
second.
of Armos. Careful.
Yeah. He was involved in some way.
There you go.
Aelion, what are you doing with the second part of your attack action?
I'm walking, hasting my... What is this? Trickery? And then I run over to the first hag, which is Lindamill, and using Booming Blade. So, yeah.
Blade it up.
Nat 20!
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome.
What is going on?
That's crazy.
Dude, I'm rolling incredibly
There's
today.
no way. That's insane.
Okay, so that's 8 damage.
Yep.
Let's roll again.
Rapier.
So that's 13 damage total with the rapier.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then I need to roll 4 d8s. Correct?
4 d8s. That's correct.
12.
Oh. Hey, that's still really good though.
Not as good.
That is piercing damage.
Piercing and lightning.
Okay, on Lindamill, that'll be great. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And 12 points of thunder damage. As you see, she shrieks. And is there anything else you're doing before Poochykins goes?
I do have a bonus action I could do. Ooh. Okay, yes. I'm gonna cast Spirit Shroud. I should have done this first, but whatevs. I get to pick the damage type, so I can do cold, necrotic, or radiant. And I'm gonna choose radiant damage.
Yes.
So
yes, bask in his light, Aelion.
I love that.
So until the spell ends, any attack you deals 1d8 extra damage when you hit a creature within 10 feet of you. It can deal radiant, necrotic, or cold.
Yes.
Any creature that takes this damage cannot regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Additionally,
Correct.
any creature you choose that can see at the start of your turn has its speed reduced by 10, so it can't move very fast. Okay, that's it. So it doesn't do any damage, but next turn, look out.
And I will say that you cast that before you hit it. So how much extra damage does Lindamill the hag take? I think I saw you roll it. I just forget.
Do you hear that, Tony? Did you hear that, Tony?
2 points of damage.
A kind DM.
So 2 points of damage.
Yeah, it's
Boom.
only 2.
A lot of talk for a lot of small damage.
I know.
Poochykins is going to rush around the cauldron towards Gertruda, the hag. And it is going to take a bite and hold attack action. And you see that Poochykins, in a rush, kind of slips around the new terrain it's not used to and does not hit with its bite attack, and is now realizing it probably made a mistake getting this close to Gertruda. It goes to Gertruda, who looks down at Poochykins.
Yes, I will make you a nice meal for my sister.
And she is just going to attack poor little Poochie with a claw. Natural one, as Gertruda slams his claw into the ground. Poochie just ducks down enough, and it's almost like a cage around Poochie that the claws go in, get stuck for a second, pulls out, I will have you, and it moves to Lindamill. Lindamill starts its turn in your presence, so it's going to lose a little bit of movement. What, 10?
That's correct.
But it is going to take a movement action. It's going to let you attack if you like, and Lindamill, you see its nails grow like claws, and it is going to stick them into the wall and go up 15 feet to the ceiling.
Oh.
You can take a reaction if you like.
I've never done one of those.
Reaction attack. Attack it.
So I just roll my normal weapon?
Yeah, just roll to hit. Yeah. Not as exciting as you would think.
Oh my god, I just realized that we have 100 sessions. Over 100 sessions, this is his first reaction attack he's ever taken.
That's crazy.
That is nuts.
Miss.
It was a miss.
As this hag goes up the wall, and then you see that its nails like daggers shoot out of its fingertips towards you with an attack action. Lindamill rolls to hit you with a, oh my fucking god, nat 20, sorry. So you
Ouch.
are going to take 8d4, that's fine.
No, that's not fine.
No, that's not fine.
I said that was fine.
8d4, that's deadly damage range.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking damage.
Me and Poochie about to be a stew.
Holy shit. You take 27 points of damage
Ah.
from these nails from the ceiling as she crawls like a spider and then pierces you through the shoulder. You see that it's out of 4 of its fingertips, 2 of your shoulders, 1 through like your abdomen, 1 through your leg, and comes back into its nails.
I changed my answer. We are no longer having fun. No longer having fun.
Regna, what are you doing as you see that happen?
How tall is the cottage? You said she went up 15 feet.
15 feet to the ceiling.
Awesome. Aelion, leave the spider hag to me. And I'm going to use my racial ability, Gem Flight.
Hey!
I can use a bonus action to summon radiant spectral wings for up to 1 minute. For the duration, I gain a flying speed equal to my walking speed. Yes. So I gain wings, and you see in beautiful brilliance as it shines out of my armor in the shining platinum lights, I fly up, and I'm going to get just 10 feet away from Lindamill in the air, and I'm going to attack her with my halberd. Prepare to meet your maker, but not the good one, because I worship the good one, and you shall be sent to Avernus from which you hail from. Ooh, my first one is going to be a miss. That's a 12.
Miss.
My second attack will be a 19.
That'll hit.
And I'm going to add a second level smite.
Yes! There it is.
That's going to be, so the halberd damage is going to be 12 points of slashing damage, and the smite, divine smite, so it's going to be second level, so that's going to be 3d8 damage extra. I rolled kind of low. 13 points of radiant damage is added on to that attack.
Okay. And Lindamill is looking pretty bloody up there now with all these attacks that have been spewed onto her. That's the end of your turn, right?
Yes, I will not stand for your false quests and your devious lies. Bahamut shall perform a righteous and vengeful death upon you through my hand.
Aelion, how are you responding to this situation?
With force! Okay, the other hag, Gertrude, I'm going to walk over with the music flowing through me, and I'm going to use my rapier. 13.
Misses.
Ah! All right, now I'm going to use Booming Blade. 15.
Misses.
It's okay. A slight tear all of a sudden is forming in his eye as he feels his life force draining.
Aelion, a sign of water. Rebirth.
Right.
That's all you can do?
I think that's all I'm going to do. Yep, that's all I'm going to do.
Poochie is going to try once more to use the bite attack. Hopefully hold. That is going to be, it's a glancing blow, but that's all he needs to latch on. You see Poochie latches onto Gertruda's leg and is now considered grappled and is going to take a little bit of damage as she takes 4 halved is 2 points of piercing damage. On hit, Poochykins latches onto the creature. Creatures held by Poochykins are considered grappled and have disadvantage on attack rolls against other creatures until the dog is shaken off or releases of its own will. A held creature or its allies may use an action to shake Poochykins off. Poochykins can use an action on each of its turn while in the state to make a claw or bite attack with advantage. So let's go Poochykins as it moves to Gertruda. Gertruda is just going to laugh it off.
Oh, don't need to worry about you. I need to worry about the one with 2 left feet.
As it looks at Aelion and is going to cast Vicious Mockery.
My music is really good. I don't care what you say.
Please give me a Wisdom saving throw.
It would be 16 plus... No, just 16.
Which is going to do it.
Woo!
Or take the psychic damage and have disadvantage, but you are not going to take any damage as you succeed that wisdom saving throw. You can feel that song emanating through your heart as we continue the battle. Linda Mill is now very upset with Regna and is going to just try and attack you. Guess what? That's a nat 1.
Yeah.
You see the spikes just go around you, like 2 around your head, 1 past the wing, 1 like just under your crotch. And it's going to move back to your turn.
I'm going to use a bonus action. I'm going to use my Channel Divinity, my Vow of Enmity. You choose 1 creature you can see within 10 feet, and you gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute until it falls unconscious.
Are you using that on Linda Mill?
May his light be wrathful. Yeah, I'm going to use it on Linda Mill.
Gotcha.
May his light be wrathful and unforgiving. First attack is going to be a nat 20. You want to roll for the damage first, or should I roll my second attack first?
Yeah, do all your attacks.
Okay.
Do 1 more attack. Actually, no, roll your damage first.
Roll my damage.
We'll see what
Okay.
happens.
I'm going to make that a smite, by the way.
Yeah. I figured so. That's why I'm doing this part now.
Yeah, so we're going to do a second level smite, so that's doubling all the dice.
Yeah, doubles all the dice.
That's
so double the dice for your smite, double the dice for
6d8,
this.
and that's
Yep.
2d10. That's going to be 37 points of damage. 6 of that is going to be slashing.
Finish Linda Mill.
What were you going to say? Those who see the world in chromatics will never see the brilliance that surrounds them. And you have taken your last look. And I come down with the halberd as my rings shine brilliantly as I slash through Linda Mill and onto the floor with my halberd, impelling it.
Down onto the bed. It creaks and explodes in dust. You see a portion of the sigil on the door goes away as she falls.
Within death lies a key.
You guys can't see it, but Jared just erased some of it, of what he drew.
My immersion. I need my immersion.
With my second attack, I'm going to go ahead and move closer to Gratilda while still remaining above her by 10 feet and attacking with the halberd. With my second attack, that's going to be a 19 to hit.
Oh, glancing. Oh, actually, no, that's full damage. How much?
Oh, 12 points of slashing damage.
12. I was looking at the wrong sheet. There you go.
When you say wrong sheet, you mean additional things that are in this battle?
No. No. It was an old encounter.
Suddenly,
Thing
the air
behind-
is dampened with doubt.
All of a sudden, I wonder what's behind door number 1.
Jared, what do you do before Poochie and Gertruda go?
Die, you old hag!
Yes.
18 with my rapier.
Yeah, that hits.
5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. Piercing, that hits full.
Yes, and then because I have my ability on, I take 1d8 radiant damage.
Yes,
which
sir.
will be 3 damage of radiant. Okay.
Second attack?
Second attack is the booming blade. And it will be a 25.
Oh, that hits.
And with one stroke, that'll be 9 damage. And then 2d8s, wherever they are. 8 damage. And then,
Owie.
because I hit again, another d8. 2 radiant damage. DM added up.
That's all added. As Gertruda's looking pretty bloody at this point. Poochykins, now latched on to this hag, is going to make an attack with advantage using its claws. And you see that is going to hit. And she's going to take 6 points of slashing damage. You notice when he hits with the slashing damage, it doesn't look like it's going as deep as it could, as her skin is very thick. Gertruda, no, my sister, not my sister, no! And she's going to attack Poochykins.
No. Rude.
That is going to hit Poochykins, as she is going to hit her claws. Ooh. Poochykins is going to take 17 points of damage.
Somewhere you hear Armos just getting real pissed.
Poochykins falls off of her leg and is whimpering. Very, very bloody. As it moves to Regna.
Those who attacked the simple creatures shall be struck down with extreme prejudice. And I'm going to go ahead and use it is a bonus action. I'm going to cast a spell, Searing Smite.
Ah, yes.
My blade erupts in fire and it causes 1d6 fire damage to the target and causes the target to ignite in flames. At the start of each of its turns until the spell ends, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 1d6 fire damage. On a successful, the spell ends. And then they can choose to use an action to douse themselves. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use that, and I'm going to attack with my halberd. First attack is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. And the second attack is going to be also an 18 to hit.
That hits.
That's going to be 8 points of slashing damage with an additional 4 points of fire damage. And the second attack is going to be 8 points of slashing damage with an additional, just doubling it up there and everything. 4 points of fire damage. I rolled 2 18s in a row, then 2 8s on a halberd, and then 2 4s on fire damage. What?
Crazy.
What?
I don't think it takes that additional fire damage though. It's the next time you hit, and that was the first time you hit. So it will not take that second fire damage, but at the start of each of its turn, until the spell ends, it will.
Oh, I see.
Take
Yes.
that. Yes. Yeah. So, is that all you're doing on your turn? I think that's it.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Gertruda the hag. Its neck snaps and cracks without its body moving as it turns in a 180 degrees to look at you, Aelion. And then its body soon follows as it runs to you with its claws.
Oh, that's gross.
That's going to be a terrible roll. That's going to be
Yeah.
a 6 as it misses you.
Nope.
Completely.
I am one with the music. Get away from me, you old hag.
And I keep doing that. I keep making Gertruda go before you guys, so it's going to skip her after you two go.
Yeah, good.
So you see Poochykins does get up, ready to continue fighting, but whimpering. What are you doing on your turn, Aelion?
You know. Coming in with the heat. Would you believe it?
Oh, that hits.
Another nat 20.
Ooh.
Here we go. Let's just get it going. 9 damage. Add it up again. Okay. 10 damage total on that one. So it's a big deal. Look out. Oh, but then I get a D8 because I hit. So add that. Do I get 2 of those?
Make that 2 d8s. That's correct. All your damage rolls.
No, not like this. Not like this.
9, 10, 13, 15 damage on the first attack.
Got it all on there. Second attack. What you doing?
Booming blade.
Booming blade.
19.
Hits.
Woo! Goodness. Okay, 4 damage on that one. Not as exciting. And then
Boom.
the blade pot.
Here comes the boom.
16 with the extra piece as well.
Finish it.
This is for Poochykins! And just, I go and I slice off one of her claws. I go for the other one and then finish with a skewer through the eyeball.
Please, now we can talk about this. We can.
Falls dead, limp on the floor. You see the hags start to kind of deteriorate a little bit. The sigil goes away. And when you look over at Poochykins is whimpering by a bucket.
I go to the aid of Poochykins.
The hoon, Poche.
Immediately goes into your arms, very happy to be just alive.
You are so brave, young fuzzy one. And I gingerly pet the top of his head.
Congratulations on beating these hags, Gertruda and Lindemil. Before you leave, you search through the house.
Yeah.
And you do get some rewards.
Yay.
There's an old chest sitting at the end of the hut. In it is 246 gold pieces, 91 silver pieces. They have pilfered from their many victims. And you do find a canvas sack hooked to Lindemil's belt. It's a tattered gray bag of tricks.
Oh.
Gertruda keeps 4 copper pieces in her shoe. And that's that. And you do find some keepsakes of the actual Gertruda and Lindemil that used to live here.
What are the keepsakes?
The keepsakes are little knickknacks. Like Lindemil had like a wooden spinning wheel, and Gertruda had a nice quilted blanket that she probably made herself. You remember Gertruda back in the day when you first came here. Was nice to you, never said much, but she said hi once in the market. And then you hear a knock under the bed. The bed Lindemil died on is fine, but the other bed, it shakes.
Weapon drawn.
Poochykins?
Was is there?
The bed stops shaking.
I go to investigate the bed while having Poochykins on my shoulder, Scooby-Doo style.
You look under, and hiding under is the real Lindemil.
Lindemil.
Is it okay?
Yes, come out.
Oh, okay. I've been hiding for a while.
It's in the hag's hut. Clever. Right underneath their noses. Smart.
She nods.
How long have you been in secrecy?
She doesn't say anything, but she does look over to the skeleton chained up on the wall.
Oh, no.
And you see a rotted away quilt.
Come. And I guide her out, and I want to take one of her knickknacks with her. One of Gertruda's knickknacks. Gertruda's knickknacks.
Off her...
Gertruda or
rotting-
Lindemil?
Gertruda, I'm sorry, Gertruda. No, not off the corpse, but something that is of sentimental value that we just found, that you said we found.
Like Poochykins?
Yeah, you can hand the wooden windmill back.
Yeah.
You can hand her the quilt as well, and carry her in the quilt, you know.
Was this your home?
She nods.
I want to go around back, and I am going to cast my last spell, if that's okay, as we now use this safe downtime.
Yeah, before you leave, I'll give you a few more things. You do see recipes in a recipe book as you're looking through for Blink Dog Stew. And you can tell that Poochie is a young Blink Dog pup.
Mm-hmm.
You also see notes from Gertruda, who was secretly planning to one day cook Lindemil.
Damn.
And you do see that you get their ages. Lindemil is over 700 years old. Gertruda over 800 years old. And just some of their journals tell of the things they used to eat, including grandma stew.
Oh.
As you walk outside of the cabin, of this cottage, rather, the illusion again fades away. Originally, this nice stone cottage. On this wonderful spring day, you realize that it is a quite grim gray day with red smoke coming out of the chimney, dull fog around through the woods, rotting moss on the side of the stone. And as you go around back, you can use your final spell of the day.
Since this was her home, I would like to cast Ceremony. Under Ceremony, I'm going to use Funeral Rite. You touch a corpse, and for the next 7 days, the target can't become undead by any means short of a wish spell. More importantly, I'm use this more symbolically for Lindemil as we put her grandmother to rest.
She doesn't say a word, the rest of the journey as you take her back. She is just obviously in shock, trying to just stay strong.
It is okay, little one. She is with Bahamut now.
And you bring her back to town as the sun sets over Hulbeck. Thank you for playing this one-shot, everybody.
Yay! Great job. I loved it. How could I be so stupid? How could I be so naive?
Right.
That was the best part of the podcast. I couldn't believe it. Because I did think you of anyone might be able to just figure it out and use some of your stuff to get there, you know?
Yeah.
Once I saw little old lady, you know what I mean, with girl, perfect scenario, and pup just ran away, I was like,
So I get divine sense that I can use it 4 times for free a day, and it like the Paladin one just like sees through this bullshit, like completely sees through it.
We'll talk about it more in the after show.
God.
But yeah, that was very funny to me for sure. This, by the way, is directly out of a new book that we're going to be talking about in the after show. But until then, would one of you like to give a recommendation as we sign off for today?
I got one. Ghost of Tsushima.
Ooh.
It just came out on PC. It is so good. It is so much fun.
I don't know. The negative reviews say otherwise.
No, go look at it. It's like an 80%. You do have
the
to
9
use
out of 10 on Steam.
right. You do have to use the PSN, network thing. So that's where a lot of the hate was coming from. But the game itself, so fun. So I never had a PlayStation. Never, dived into the PlayStation, whatever. Dude, this game is amazing. It's super fun. So I'll have to say the single player, dude, the cinematics that they had, like you'll be fighting on a bridge and it's just like, man, you just almost want to like take it all in. And this game is like old, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they upped it a little bit for, whatever, but man,
That old.
but then no, when it first came out, yeah, it came out a really long time ago, like on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, dude. When the PlayStation 1 came out? 2020. So.
Oh my God, it's 4 years.
No.
4 years. Oh, when did these hands become old man hands? Oh my God, it's been 4 years?
Dude, no, it had to be longer than that.
PlayStation 4, yeah, in 2020. Nope.
Yeah. Which, I don't
Yeah,
know.
look at
Seems
that.
like forever ago. But anyways,
Does feel
the
a while ago.
multiplayer, though, like if you and a buddy or you and
can
3
play
other friends.
multiplayer.
Oh my God. You feel like just the biggest badass because of the way that you can flow and everything in combat. Anyways, been having a great time with it. It's really fun. That's my recommendation.
Good recommendation, man. Well, thank you everybody for joining us for this Tony Plays. I know it's been a while since we've done a Tony Plays. We're going to be talking a little bit more about the book we used, how these guys thought everything went, and all other kinds of food-related things, as we always do on our Patreon. So go on over to patreon.com/DND404, and if you sign up for the Campfire tier and above, you'll be able to join us on the after show. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Guten Tag. I mean.